Hey there, welcome. Thanks for joining me. If this is your first time to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. I'd love to have you join us. Also, click on that bell button so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. And if you guys enjoy this tutorial, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and share with friends and family. It'll truly help my channel. So today we're going to make some super adorable Easter spring decor. What you're going to do first is grab a bag of Easter eggs and spray paint them the color of your choice, or leave them as is if you want that color. Go ahead and grab one of these wirings, which are the thicker floral wirings they have at Dollar Tree, and you're going to insert each egg individually into the wiring. Now, all these Easter eggs already have openings in the top and the bottom, so what I did was basically just insert it into those openings. I also made sure all my Easter eggs were going the same way. And if you don't feel comfortable without gluing this, you can feel free to glue all your Easter eggs together and also glue your Easter eggs to your wiring as well. Once you've inserted all your Easter eggs and you're happy with the amount you have on your wiring, go ahead and form your wreath, and then you're going to attach your both wirings together. Now this one isn't that big. I wanted to make a smaller one for a certain door that I have in my room, in my home. So I only used 7 Easter eggs for this wreath. Now all I'm going to do now is make a simple bow as well. I'm going to use some of this burlap wiring ribbon that I purchased, and also I'm going to use some black and white checkered ribbon and some green ribbon. And what I did was basically figure out the size I wanted my bow, and now I'm going to cut this ribbon into individual strips, which are 4 in total. And all my 4 strips, I'm going to cut them all the ends into the penguin suit style ends. So basically the 2 points. Also go ahead and grab some jute twine, because that's what we're going to use to tie this bow together. You can make any kind of bow you like, or even add maybe some florals on top of your wreath. Just basically whatever you like and whatever you want to do that matches your decor. Again, once you're done cutting all your ribbons, what we're going to do is basically stack all the ribbons together. And how we stack all the ribbons together is we're going to put 2 or 1, and then basically another 1 of whatever color, and then add your other color, making sure you switch the angles of each ribbon as you start piling them on top of each other. Once you're happy with the size of bow and the amount of ribbons you have together, go ahead and grab your jute twine and twist them all in a bunch in the center, and then you're just going to go ahead and double knot it in the back. And now, like I said, I was going to leave it like this, but I ended up adding some green ribbon to this as well, so that way it could match my decor. Once you're done tying all your ribbons together, go ahead and just start adjusting your ribbon to make your bow, and just fix it too until you're happy. This is a really simple, easy way to make a bow that impacts whatever you're going to add it to. Here's where I decided to go ahead and add some of the green ribbon as well. I love making these size of wreaths because I can put them inside bookshelves or inside my china cabinet, you know, behind things, or just leaning on, you know, one of those beautiful glass vases that I have, or just anywhere, because they're that perfect size. I was going to add some of these tags onto my ribbon as well, and to hang them from my bow, but they were a little bit too big for this wreath. But that's one option you might want to think about doing, is grabbing some of these mini tags and adding them to your wreath as well. Since I couldn't add those little tags to my wreath, what I decided to do was go ahead and grab some greenery. And all I did was just kind of peel it apart and glue each individual leaf to the bottom of my bow. And there you have it, a super adorable farmhouse natural neutral color wreath. Now next we're going to go ahead and grab a bag or package of these wooden Easter eggs and any kind of contact paper that you'd like to use. I'm using this black and white floral contact paper and also some gray and white diamond shaped contact paper. Once you cut out just a small piece of each one of the contact papers, go ahead and grab one of your Easter eggs and then flip over your contact paper upside down, and now go ahead and start tracing out your Easter eggs onto your contact paper. And what I did was I traced out 2 on this gray and white contact paper and 3 on my black and white floral paper. Once you've traced them all out, go ahead and cut them out and individually cut each one of your Easter eggs out. Once you've cut out all your Easter eggs from your contact paper, what I use to peel the back of my contact paper is my box opener, my box cutter, and all I do is just use the point to peel it off. Go ahead and grab one of your Easter wooden eggs and then just put your contact paper onto your egg. Making sure you center it first and then just rub onto it. And do that to all of your Easter eggs. Once you're done with all of your Easter eggs, go ahead and clean them up, making sure that they're all nice and even and there's no extra contact paper around your Easter eggs. And what I decided to go ahead and do is grab my sanding block and just kind of rough edge all my Easter eggs. And I also, after I did that, I decided to go ahead and just sand the inside of my Easter egg as well, just to give it more of that old vintage farmhouse style that I was going for. I don't know if you can really tell on camera, but hopefully you can see the difference of the colors once you do sand it down. It just lightens them a little bit and just gives them more of that older look style. Hopefully you can see the difference there of how the black looks a little bit lighter. So once you're done with that, go ahead and grab a permanent marker, the color of your choice. I'm using black, and I just traced all the edges just to give it more of that detailed finished look. But this is completely optional. You can even say if you have gold or silver permanent marker or paint, and you want to just go ahead and paint the edges like that. That would be more of a modern style. It would look adorable as well. I have a lot of farmhouse style in my home, but I like to add pops of gold and silver in there as well. So once you're done tracing out your edges of your eggs, go ahead and grab some jute twine or any kind of ribbon that you want to use to hang your garland. What I decided to use is some of this black ribbon that I have. It's like jute twine, but it's for necklaces, and I honestly can't remember where I purchased it at, but I'm sure it was at Walmart or Michael's or something like that. So I just decided to use this since it's black and I wanted it to kind of match my Easter eggs already. So just go ahead and start adding your Easter eggs to your ribbon. Also knotting the edge, one of the ends to make that opening so you can hang it wherever you decide to. And what I did was I knotted in front of my Easter egg, and I added another knot in the back of my Easter egg. And here I am just going to show you roughly how far of a distance I put each one of my Easter eggs, which was about 4 to 3 inches apart. Just make a knot in the back and then also in the front of each Easter egg, or you can also add glue. That way your Easter eggs will stay in place. And just measure it out, or you can kind of guess at it. Then make a knot, insert your Easter egg, and then make a knot in the back of your Easter egg. And just continue doing this to all your Easter eggs that you decide to add onto your garland. Once you're done doing this to all of your Easter eggs, you'll be having your garland. Now you can leave your garland as is, or what I'm doing is again adding that green ribbon that I'm adding to basically all my Easter decor. And I cut them in basically about 8 inches long of each ribbon. And all I did was cut about 6 to 7 of them, and then tied knots with the ribbon around in between each one of my Easter eggs, just to give it a little bit more of that pop and that look that I was going for with this green as well. I also made one similar to this with the carrots as well. I love adding these little beanie garlands to all my shelves. Is that something you guys do as well? Add little mini garlands to just different little bookshelves and maybe wall shelves that you guys have all around your home. So our third and final DIY that we're going to do today is basically one of these beaded garlands or beaded necklaces. I found these at Dollar Tree and they already have the opening and everything. They had some that say spring, say welcome, and this one just doesn't say anything, but it has that pretty little mason jar with flowers on it. So I thought this would be adorable that I could use all spring and summer. So these are the ones I grabbed. Go ahead and get one of the strands of your large nautical rope and get some jute twine, and all I did was wrap it around my little wood disc that I have. Now I'm just going to tie my jute twine around the top of this, my larger ribbon or my larger nautical rope. And then I'm just going to cut it with the opening on the top, as you can see. And now I'm going to add the rest of the jute twine to twist it around my tassel. And this is how you form it. Once you're done wrapping it around as many times as you like, go ahead and just double knot it. Removing any of the extra jute twine and also cutting it back, the bottom of your rope, and then just go ahead and unravel your rope to form that tassel. And you can unravel it as much or as little as you like. Once you're happy with the amount of unraveling that you've done with your rope, you're going to have your tassel. And now what I'm going to do is grab some more of the jute twine. And what I do is add a little dot of glue to the point of my jute twine just to make it hard, so it'll be easier for me to run it through any kind of opening that you may want to insert your jute twine to. And I just inserted it into the opening of my little disc about 3 times just to make sure it was nice and secure and stayed in place. I was so happy when I saw these at Dollar Tree. Hopefully they'll bring or decide to start bringing them for all the holidays. It's so adorable, and it's something that you can do really simple by adding some wooden beads to. Once you're done, go ahead and with the extra jute twine, start adding your beads. And I'm adding 15 wooden beads to this. And these wooden beads I purchased on Amazon, and I'll leave my link of my favorite items from Amazon where you can find these beads on that list. Once you're done stranding all your beads, what I do is I kind of wrap it around to make sure that I can insert one of the beads, or like twist the beads together, and make sure that there's a little gap like that before I tie that final knot. And now go ahead, and I'm just removing some of the jute twine because it was a little bit too long. Wrap it around your tassel to attach it to your beads. And then just go ahead and start knotting your jute twine around your little tassel and beads. And there you have an adorable decor that you can hang around any lantern or a vase, or just put it on top of your coffee table. Endless possibilities with this one as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed all 3 different DIYs that were super simple and I think super adorable. Which one was your favorite? Let me know in the comments down below. Until next time, you guys stay blessed. Bye.